Top 10 Premier League finishers defying their XG. We're talking non-penalty GXG, which is basically how many more non-penalty Premier League goals a player has scored over and above the XG of his chances. So in short, who is scoring more goals than he should? And no, Mo Salah is not quite top. Statistics are taken from the brilliant FB.ref. 10. Ismail Assar, Watford non-penalty goals, 5 non-penalty XG, 2.6 non-penalty GXG, 2.4. There's a reason why he remains a long-term target for Liverpool, particularly when you note that his Senegalese teammate Sadio Mane's own figures are among the very worst in the Premier League. Sarr has missed each of the last 4 Watford games through injury, and Watford have lost all 4 of those games. 9. Conor Gallagher, Crystal Palace non-penalty goals, 6 non-penalty XG, 3.6 non-penalty GXG, 2.4. One of the revelations of the season, and, on this evidence, the New England international should more than hold his own for Chelsea if he returns there next summer. Marcelo Bielsa must be kicking himself that he chose Palace over Leeds, who absolutely needed some of that gold dust this season. 8. Demarai Gray, Everton non-penalty goals, 5 non-penalty XG, 2.5 non-penalty GXG, 2.5. He's been a really bright spark for this Everton team this season. There haven't been many, but he has been a breath of fresh air, said Chris Sutton after Gray's astonishing winner against Arsenal. Whatever happens to Everton and Rafa Benitez this season, Gray remains a £1.8 million bargain. In case you were wondering, the XG for the Thrike that beat Aaron Ramsdale was calculated at a miserly 0.02. 7. Martin Odegaard, Arsenal non-penalty goals, 4 non-penalty XG, 1.4 non-penalty GXG, 2.6 for 6 autumn weeks. The Dane lost his place in the Arsenal side, and it looked like the Gunners had got at least one summer transfer wrong. But then he was recalled after a sobering 4-0 defeat to Liverpool and has since started 6 games and produced 3 goals as Arsenal have moved into a top 4 spot. His confidence is really high, the manager has backed him. For me he's just getting better and better, says Martin Keown. 6. Jamie Vardy, Leicester City non-penalty goals, 9 non-penalty XG, 6.0 non-penalty GXG, 3.0. What's more astonishing? That Jamie Vardy has scored 9 Premier League goals without taking a penalty? Or that Jamie Vardy has scored 9 Premier League goals at all as the Foxes have faltered? Of that Jamie Vardy has scored 9 Premier League goals and has now been dropped for Patson Daka. 5. Bernardo Silva, Manchester City non-penalty goals, 7 non-penalty XG, 4.0 non-penalty GXG, 3.0. You know now, they call me the tap-in merchant, Jack Grealish and Phil Foden. They call me the tap-in merchant, said Bernardo Silva. Well, Grealish and Foden are on the naughty step, while Silva is undoubtedly one of the footballers of the season so far, so who's laughing now? He is in extraordinary form. 4. Emmanuel Dennis, Watford non-penalty goals, 7 non-penalty XG, 3.9 non-penalty GXG, 3.1. He cost Watford just £3.4 million, and he is their greatest chance of avoiding relegation, at which point they can probably sell him for 10 times the price. What a season. What a player. Manchester United should have probably coughed up when they could. 3. Maxwell Cornet, Burnley non-penalty goals, 5 non-penalty XG, 1.5 non-penalty GXG, 3.5. A very un-Burnley signing has become a very un-Burnley player capable of the extraordinary. While Chris Wood is operating 1.8 below his XG, the Clarets need Cornet. He was voted the Clarets Player of 2021 after just 9 Premier League games. 2. Mo Salah, Liverpool non-penalty goals, 13 non-penalty XG, 9.3 non-penalty GXG, 3.7. He's pretty good, you know. Though obviously not as good as 1. Emile Smith-Rowe, Arsenal non-penalty goals, 7 non-penalty XG, 2.7 non-penalty GXG, 4.3. He has scored with 37